My research paper was on the topic of how animal testing is unethical and it must be banned in the United States. My thesis statement is that although animal testing has been used for centuries, it must be banned in the United States because it is poorly regulated, inaccurate for human use, and there are other alternatives that are safer, less wasteful, and more humane. For background information, this issue impacts everyone, but especially those who often consume products tested on animals, as well as researchers and companies that heavily rely on using animals. As stated by Franco 2013, animal experimentation has been around since the ancient Greece and Renaissance as a means for people to dissect and learn more about the bodily functions. Every year, 115 million animals are used for research purposes around the world. UCTAR 2015. If no solutions are found, then animals will continue to be used for research purposes. As noted by Dvorsky 2015, solutions that have been proposed so far is to use humans and alternative methods when possible. My first reason why animal testing is unethical and it must be banned in the United States is because the laws are poorly regulated. The Animal Welfare Act, or the AWA, is a federal law meant to protect research animals, but it does not include species such as mice, rats, birds, and livestock. Verdosian 2015. These are the species most commonly used in research. Moreover, Elon Musk's company Neuralink has not been following proper regulations, and this has resulted in the deaths of 1,500 animals. Copland 2025. My second reason is that animal research is ineffective because of the biological differences between humans and animals. Archibald, Coleman, and Drake 2019 states that toxicity tests do a poor job at making sure a drug is safe or not for the human body, as some drugs may be toxic to humans but not to animals. My third reason is that there are other alternatives available. Dvorsky 2015 suggests that researchers and scientists can now use lab-grown organs and human-like skin for their research. My opponents argue that animal testing is necessary because it acts as an initial safety measure before products are tested on humans. Smith 2015 says that when an HIV treatment was created and tested on dogs, researchers found that it caused severe liver damage. Without testing on dogs first, this could have caused life-impacting issues for humans. Smith 2015. However, even with these initial safety measures, humans are still being harmed. As said by Archibald et al. 2019, researchers and volunteers are often given a false sense of comfort because products are first tested on animals. My opponents further argue that animal testing is needed to study and understand how diseases develop. Keller 2015 argues that cells and cultures are too simple to accurately study human diseases. On the other hand, human diseases are often lab-produced in animals, which is unreliable and inaccurate because of how complex human diseases are. UCTAR 2015. Finally, researchers also argue that alternatives cannot fully replace animal testing. Burden, Soule, and Chapman 2015 says that researchers are often hesitant to use alternatives because they have to ensure that they are dependable with human lives at stake. However, even now, there's technology that allows researchers to consistently test for toxicity in humans, which has been more dependable than using animals. Archibald et al. 2019. In conclusion, animal testing is unethical and needs to be ended in the United States because of discrepancies in welfare regulations. Animal results often don't correlate with humans, and there are a number of other alternatives. I recommend that people don't support companies that test on animals. When you purchase products, look at the labels to prevent buying products tested on animals. My research is significant because animals deserve long and happy lives, while humans deserve safe products and proven treatments. Thank you.